El día de hoy es una ocasión especial para todos los que viven en la provincia de Alberta. Fíjense que tenemos en la ciudad de Calgary una librería nueva, futurista, algo que realmente, verdaderamente representa la evolución de tecnología, de diseño, de arquitectura, en muchos sentidos en esta ciudad de Calgary. Entonces, bueno, me da muchísimo gusto, me gusta celebrar que este diseño nos representa a toda la ciudad. Y fíjense que todos ustedes tienen que venir. Es un lugar, aparentemente uno diría, bueno, pero es que en la librería de Calgary, en la librería central de Calgary, en la que había antes, eran muchos pisos y no sé qué. Bueno, ahora son 4 pisos, pero es un espacio grandísimo. Ahorita lo vamos a escuchar de Ellen, una de las personas más importantes de la librería. Ya escucharán la entrevista. Es un espacio muy grande, es un espacio lleno de diseño. Es una fusión de dos firmas de arquitectos. Una de ellas es aquí, de la provincia de Alberta, y otra es de una firma bastante interesante, fíjense que de diseñadores, arquitectos que han hecho edificios, que han diseñado edificios y demás en San Francisco, Nueva York. Entonces es bastante interesante la fusión que se ha hecho. Es un lugar en donde hay muchísimo espacio para todos aquellos de ustedes que quieran hacer reuniones de trabajo, para estudiantes. Hay mucho lugar en donde se puede producir. Fíjense que tienen salas en donde hay muchísimo equipo para producir cosas, para televisión, para radio. Hay muchísimo que hacer, una cantidad impresionante de libros. Un diseño, es que ustedes tienen que venir. Fíjense que bien interesante porque en esta semana justo la ciudad de Calgary se puso de acuerdo con la librería para no cobrar un día, el día que abrió la librería, el día que oficialmente se abrió la librería, para que todos pudieran venir y experimentar pues la vibra. Fíjense que uno entra y uno se siente como, ah caramba, estoy en Nueva York, ¿en dónde estoy? Estoy en la Ciudad de México, estoy en Ámsterdam, ¿en dónde estoy? Porque es una vibra muy bonita.
Well, what I can say is that it's not your grandmother's library. It's a library made to deliver 21st century library service and to provide the wide range of resources that Calgarians need and deserve. It's got something for everyone. It's big enough to have quiet spaces and noisy spaces, spaces that are full of books and spaces that are full of computers. So we're very proud to be at this stage and to be able to offer this wonderful resource to Calgarians.
So this is great. There's a lot of people that don't live in Calgary, and they're wondering, how big is this library? Because I've been talking a lot about it on social media. So give them an idea how big it is.
Well, I can tell you that in square feet, it's 240,000 square feet. Now, to put that into a perspective, that's half again as big as the current Central Library. This building has fewer stories, fewer floors, but its footprint is bigger. And one of the essential elements and important elements of the design is that the building stretches from 9th Avenue on the south to 7th Avenue. And that means that where we're standing, the prow, the pointy bit, sticks out over 7th Avenue where the C train goes by. So the lit building that we're in tonight shines and can be seen from the C train.
And it's beautiful, just the entrance, like everything, it's majestic. Like since you look at it, when you're coming in, just looking for parking, you're wondering, what is that beautiful place there? So who's the architect?
The architect is a partnership between the firm of Mehta, with offices in Oslo and New York and San Francisco, and our local firm, Dialogue. And they collaborated to make this beautiful design, and they were inspired by many of the elements that we see in nature around Calgary. So the Chinook Arch, for example, was an inspiration for the archway through which you enter the library, right? What else can I tell you? The overall shape of the building is that of an oil lamp. One of the really important metaphors that's used to describe libraries is that they're sources of light, and that's what we're standing in tonight, of course. So libraries help people move from the darkness of ignorance into the light of knowledge and wisdom.
I grew up in the library. So I remember one of my first early kind of memories of the library was I was 5 years old. It was 1985, and we opened the Fish Creek Library down in the Southwest, so down in Chinook Center there. And I remember walking into this pyramid, right? And that like it's a quite an amazing building at the time, and it still is. And kind of seeing the sky peer through the glass. I remember eating cake, right? Like I mean, there's these moments where you just have these. Totally. And then the library has been a really a support system for me throughout. So whether it was growing up and trying to access more resources, obviously when you get into, higher level education, university and things like that, they're absolutely essential. Oftentimes it's a place to meet people, even if it's not about, the books or the studying, but it's an aggregating point. So it's been such an influence for me in so many ways that when I was totally honored to be able to ask to be on. This is exactly where I wanted to serve. And I thought this was going to happen when I was, maybe 50 or old, older. Maybe that's not old, but, older. I've been on the board now for 6 years, and I've just got renewed for another 3-year term. And it'll be a nine amazing years of kind of supporting the system in the best way that I know how. So
well, congrats, and thank you very much for being part of the board. Now, I want to ask you something just to finish our interview.
Sure.
What's your favorite book?
Oh, what's my favorite book? That's a great question. It kind of changes. The Big Friendly Giant by Roald Dahl is probably one of my favorite books. I think it's about the difficulty of growing up and unsure about other people and like the framework that we build around kind of what we fear and those kind of things. That's for sure one. The Alchemist, I think is probably one of, right? Yeah, and you can just read it over and over again.
Message.
That's it. And so it's amazing that when you're able to pick up a book like that renews itself for you and wherever you are in your life, it speaks to you. I think that's pretty amazing. But yeah, it is. This is the best part, is that we all have a bit of a different book. We all have a bit of a different relationship to the library, and it's just about experiencing it. It's like coming here, experiencing it, understanding what it's all about, and creating your own journey within it. For us, it's amazing. It's wonderful to be able to sit on the board. It's incredible for us to be able to be a sponsor. Our company here is sponsoring for the gala. It's about investing in the right things, and this is exactly what we believe we should be investing in.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Avnish. And we'll see you in a bit. But thank you very much.